Welcome, guys. Welcome again to the Warriors podcast. Today, I'm joined by ReavyneGaming from Down Under. What's up, Raven?
How's it going, my man? All good. Been looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Before we start, I just want to go quickly through some of the topics we're going to go through. I was going to talk about new characters. I mean, you play them on PC, right? So, what's your thought on them so far? I mean, what's your favorite one?
Currently, I'm really enjoying the Grandpa Jiang Jun. He's actually really cool. I can't get over the choke mechanic. It's the best thing in the world. I'm so happy they put it in.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about maining that guy, you know, for season. Is it gonna be season 8 or season 8, right?
Yeah, it's season 8. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying him. Plus his moves are so smooth, man. You know, like going from Sifu stance into his zone, from then fainting attacks into Sifu stance. I like the concept of that, man. It's like really great.
The Sifu stance is fucking overpowered, man. Holy shit, that thing is glorious.
Really?
Being able to, the fact you can do that thing when you're out of stamina is insane.
Okay, that shit is great, you know. But the thing is, it's supposed to be like a move, just like Nobushi's, you know, Nobushi's move.
It's better than Nobushi's though. Yeah, it's way better. The amount what I've been doing with him, I've been jumping on and I've been waiting for people to do attacks, and you can easily dodge people's attacks with that thing while regaining stamina. It's so good.
Well, you gotta show me because I'm not been able to pull it off that smoothly, you know.
Really?
I get
man.
I get attacked by people and then I get hit, you know. Maybe I'm missing the timing, you know. Maybe I'm off on the timing when it comes to that, you know. But
see where I've been messing the timing up is what I'll do is I'll dodge someone's attack, but then like I'll forget to let go of it, and I'll try and do an attack, and obviously you can't do anything while you still have the stance held down. So I need to learn to, like, after I dodge someone's attack, let go, hit him with a light, because he's got pretty quick lights for an old grandpa.
Yeah, he does. He does. Plus he has that move, you know, like where he dodges to the side, but you can soft feint that
into the light. Yeah, that thing's so good.
But you know. Yeah, but the thing is, he's probably my favorite character out of all of these, you know. I don't know, he just seems so smooth, but he's really weak if you ask me, you know. I played a couple of duels with a couple of friends, and they would just smash me, you know. It's like he doesn't really have an opener. The thing where the thing he does with the soft feint into the shin kick, you know, it's not really an opener in my mind.
Nah. See, the thing is, what most people need to realize is whenever you're talking about balance and stuff, you have 1v1s, which is a completely different kettle of fish from, like, if you have the 4v4. See, I only play 4v4s. I played 1v1s a bunch when I first started playing For Honor, but then obviously all the shit happened, and I wanted to have more fun with the game. But with him, in 1v1s, yeah, I can see why he'd be really weak, because him and I think it's the Nuxia, she doesn't have, like, because you can predict her trap mechanics. So because they don't have a solid opener, it's really hard in 1v1. In 4v4 though, he's fucking glorious. I'm just running around fucking because he's got the zone on all his attacks, and you can just cleave multiple people down at once because he has the hyper armor, he has the unblockable. He's awesome. But yeah, in 1v1s I could see why he's lacking a little bit, because the shin kick is very easy to dodge if you know it's coming, like if you're just staring at the guy.
Yeah, it's easy to dodge, man, definitely. In 4v4s I've been playing, like today I played Breach with him, and I got like 30 kills or something like that, you know.
Yeah, I've been doing that. It's the same thing. I've been getting like 23-30 kills. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I've been trying to pull off a clutch, you know, but it's kind of hard, you know. Revenge is so underpowered now. I don't know, man. It just feels bad, you know.
Especially when you got multiple grandpas on you. Holy shit, it's hard to stop that.
Oh yeah,
because you got one hyper armoring, you got another one fucking hitting you with unblockables, guys kicking you in the shins. It's really annoying.
So it's safe to say you're gonna main that one, right?
Yeah, out of all of them so far that I've been playing, Jiang Jung, the grandpa, he's the best. It's mainly that choke mechanic. I love it so much. It's so cool. I choke the guy and just like throw him on the ground, and you just follow up with that top heavy, and just half the health disappears. It's so good.
Yeah, I did the
plus like the parry with the choke takes away so much stamina.
Yeah. I mean, I did the max punishes with him, you know. You actually get like a light, and then you get a zoned attack from them. I think it does more damage than the actual top heavy, you know. But it's
I've been staying away from the zones. I've been staying away from the zones because on Xbox controllers, because now that they've tightened it up to stop the whole flicker thing, they've tightened. You have to hit both of the because I use the Xbox controller. You have to hit both triggers at the same time in like this it's really tight. And I keep fucking it up and accidentally throwing out heavies. I know other people have the same issue. So that's the one thing I need to work on, landing the zones more consistently with him.
Yeah. So yeah, basically I'm going to main him as well. But I've talked to so many content creators, and everybody said so far, you know, I'm going to main him, you know. So he's probably the favorite guy right now, even though he's underpowered. So yeah.
Yeah, it's because he just looks cool. He's just cool in general. He's just like, especially the way he moves, like you said, he flows really nice, and he looks amazing to play, and he feels amazing. I think that's why, compared to some of the other ones, that's why everyone likes him so much. And plus, he gets to choke people and kick him in the shins. What more do you want?
Exactly. What do you think of the other characters?
With the Shaolin is one that I was really fucking hyped for. But then they went and nerfed him before we got to do the open test. And I don't know about him, man. I played him for like 4 hours solid last night, and he's really good when you can actually land shit. When you start getting into the flow of it, you start landing moves, he's awesome. But because they slowed down his kicks, sort of like what they did to Nabushi and that, and it's just really hard to just land consistent combos when you're versing people who know what they're doing, and they obviously, like, you know, they're quick at dodging and stuff. Even his dodge, when he does his side dodge into the heavy, it's slow to the point where you can just, like, people can just hit you out of it. They can just wait for you to swing around and smack you. I don't know, man. He's really fun to play when you can get stuff off, but the problem is getting the stuff off.
Yeah, so far I haven't tried Shaolin, to be honest. Yeah, no, I only played against him, and he has fucking fast lights, man. You know, I always had problems with fast lights, to be honest. You know,
yeah,
maybe it's because I'm old.
Tap side lights are awesome.
maybe it's because I'm old and my reactions are shit. You know, but the thing is, it gets me so many times, you know, and yeah, but it's gonna take some time until we get used to all these movesets, you know, all these new movesets and stuff. And once we actually get used to it, then we're gonna see who's actually really weak and who's strong. But so far, I think Shaolin is pretty strong, in my opinion. You know, I don't know. It's maybe
like I said, he's really strong when you can land the moves. Like the amount of time when I've gotten going with him, and I've started actually landing combos and going into, like, you know, fainting into certain things, he's fucking really good. But the problem is getting going. He's got the issue. It's like trying to start up in the fight. If you can get started, no issues. If they shut you down whenever you try and start something, then he just falls apart, which, you know, is a bit of a shame, because they just need to speed him up a little bit. He's like side dodge, speed that up a little bit, keep the damage the same, and speed up his kick, because most of his moves, his unblockables and, like, you know, his feints into the side heavy dodge come off the kick, and the kick's also really fun to do. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I fucking hate those kicks, especially his perk. Like, he has a perk, right, where he's like shadow stepping behind you or something like that, and then hitting your cup. I fucking hate that. I hate that, man.
He has the best fucking perks in the game. Holy shit! The one where you teleport. The amount of times one thing I fucking hate is when people run away from me. I can't stand it. It gets my blood boiling. I could just teleport and kick him in the back of the head. It's so goddamn good. And you can also teleport wherever the fuck you want on the map with that, like, his 4th perk. It's insane.
Yeah. Also, what do you think about? Let me pronounce it right. Nuxia.
Nuxia. Yeah, I keep getting so much shit for that. Nuxia.
I'll just call her Nuxia. I don't give a fuck, you know.
Nuxia.
What do you think of her?
She's honestly, I was pretty damn excited for her, but she's fairly underwhelming from what I've seen. Like, on a power level, she's just lots of light attack spams, and yes, if you can start landing your traps, she works well. But the problem is, like, you can sort of just light attack her whenever you see her doing a trap. Just light attack her, and she can't do anything, because when I played her, and everyone else I've seen playing her, they start trying to do moves to begin with, but then it just evolves into just light attack spamming, because she's got really fast lights, and of course she has a deflect with a light. She's got, you know, the dodge into the light. She's like a peacekeeper without the fun of bleeding people.
Yeah, I mean, the trap mechanic, people say, you know, the trap mechanic is pretty weak, but actually in Dominion, it's pretty strong, you know, because if you're ganking people and you're locked onto another target and she's behind you and she's trying to hit you and you're just blocking, she's gonna get you with the trap, you know.
Yeah.
That's when it fucking works, and that's why I love these. That's why I fucking hate these characters, you know. It pisses me off so much, man. She always gets me with that trap.
Yeah, there was this one guy I versed, and he just landed like 4 traps on me in a row and they just fucking demolish me. So when you can get it going, it's fine. But the problem is when that was when I first started like playing the open beta, and then I actually started working out how the traps work. And then as soon as I would see that little fucking hook icon pop up, I just immediately throw a light attack out and it just shut them down completely. So it's they need to I reckon they just need to speed that up a bit. If they make it a little bit quicker, it should be fine. The problem is now there's so much time in between the trap that you can just light attack people out of it. Fuck, I saw a video from, I think it was Freeze, where you can just emote out of it, which is insane.
Really? Really? You can emote out of it?
Yeah. Yep. So the video he showed in the fucking frames of it, it takes so long to trap someone. You hit emote, and you do like a quick emote, and it cancels out the trap mechanic thing. It's fucking stupid.
But I'm guessing
obviously that's a 1v1 thing, but like you're not gonna have time to sit there and emote in a 4v4 when people are jumping on you.
Let me be honest, she's gonna get me with the trap even in duels, because I guess fucking shit reactions nowadays,
Yeah. I'm the same man. I'm saying when I'm tired, I come home from work. I just had 12-hour shift. I'm just like trying to play it. I'm like, oh god, it's so hard to react to everything.
Oh yeah, especially that, man. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna get used to it. It's just gonna take some time, Until then, people are probably gonna fucking see shitty ass gameplay from me. So yeah, just get used to it, guys. It's gonna be shitty gameplay because Doggy sucks. Doggy needs some time to get adjusted to the new heroes, So yeah, there you go.
Doggy needs some time to get adjusted.
Yeah, my old man eyes need some time to get adjusted to it,
Hey, just play Jung Jun. You'll both be on the exact same level, man. Both old people trying to work out what the fuck's going on.
Now you're getting personal, Now you're getting personal. I'm not that old. Yeah. But yeah, what about
Tiandi?
Have
you seen his young Tiandi? I like Tiandi. He's pretty cool, and I like the fact that you can cancel into like you go for the heavy dance thing, and then you cancel that into like it's sort of like the same thing as the Jung Jun, where you can cancel into the light. His lights are really fucking quick though. Like once again, it's sort of I've just seen people just devolving back to just light spamming because of how quick the lights are, and I myself have been doing that a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I like the way he plays. I like his little his kick is great for ledging people. I've actually kicked some people off the giant ladders in Breach, because they've been standing there. I just like kick them, they go a mile away and they're gone. But yeah, I reckon he's for what they call Vanguard, fucking solid. He's going to be very, very strong. I reckon he's going to be up there.
The thing that fucks me up is that you can't follow up anything with the kick. It's so useless in a 1v1. First of all, okay, couple of points. The kick, even when he misses, is not open for a guard break. I've tried it. Trust me. He's not open for a guard break. Not even for a stunning tap for a Raider. And by the way, Raider stunning tap speed has increased, so it's much faster now. He's not open for a stunning tap. He's not open for a guard break. Not even for a Raider. So I'm like, what the fuck? That mechanic is so slow. Why the fuck can't I get a guard break after that? It's
it seems like you would be able to, especially because like on the flip side, like I said, you can emote out of fucking Nuxia's trap. Surely you'd be able to get something off him like whiffing the kick.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first thing. The second thing is, why can't I get anything out of the kick? If I land the kick, I mean, the kick itself is like what, 700 milliseconds or something like that. It takes a really long ass time, right? I mean, I don't know the numbers.
But it does kick you really far. Like it sends people fucking flying. I think that what they've done with the kick is it's more of a ledging maneuver and also just a fight reset, because the game is obviously speeding up quite a bit, especially for anyone who's been playing since the start. The game's fucking on steroids right now, and speed and cocaine all at the same time. So I think they're trying to put some mechanics in the game that just reset the fight a little bit, which is what the kick is for. You're not going to, unless you're going to kick someone off a cliff, there's not really no use doing it. You're better off doing the palm strike.
Yeah.
Because at least you get a free light after that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, At least give me a light attack out of it, because it's hard to pull it off. It's hard to get it through, that you actually kick somebody, and even if you do it, you're not gonna get anything out of it. That's just fucked up.
I reckon. Yeah, I reckon do it like the Peacekeeper. So you know how Peacekeeper, when they're out of stamina, you kick them away, they fall over, and then you basically do the lunge at them, and you can get a combo off that. I reckon do something like that. So if you kick someone away, have it so if you time it right, make the timing tight, but if you time it right, you can dash forward and then get a light attack off or something. Because, yeah, right now you just kick them away, and it's just like, cool, now we're back to square one, or they're off a cliff. that's really the only uses for it.
Yeah, but okay. But yeah, what do you reckon? Which one is the strongest one, and which one is the weakest one of them? And
Well,
just
that's
one
yeah.
thing. Sorry to interrupt you, guys. If you have any questions in the chat, go ahead and ask them, and we'll be happy to answer them. You know, if you just want to ask something, go ahead and ask. All right. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, man.
No, so I reckon for strongest, are we talking Jules or are we just talking 4v4?
Let's say Jules, yeah.
We'll start with Jules. I reckon Jules, definitely Tiandi is going to be the strongest because he just has, like I said, he has the fast light attacks. He has lots of soft feints, which you can do. He has that palm strike, which you can, like, you know, chuck that out. It's pretty quick, and you can also get a free light off of it. He also has hyper armor as well, so if he wants to trade, he can. And of course, you know, the kick is just good because some maps you can just kick people into spikes or pits or whatever if you ever manage to land it. But I reckon he's going to be the strongest. The weakest is it's honestly a tie between Nuxia and Shaolin. I reckon Nuxia is going to be strong in duels only because, once again, those fast lights, especially on consoles, is going to be a fucking nightmare for people.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, big time. But I reckon Shaolin, unless they speed him up a little bit, I reckon he's going to be at the bottom because, like I said, it's hard to get going, especially in 1v1. And if people, obviously, I'm assuming, once again, you're playing people of equal skill, then, you know, they're not going to let you start up because they're going to work that out pretty quick. But yeah, Nuxia, if you take away Nuxia's lights, she's useless because all she has is those.
Yeah, it's a trap. It's the trap.
That is it.
You can emote
exactly. So literally, you take that away, and she only has lights, and then you take those, she has nothing. So she'd be right at the bottom without the fast lights. But yeah, and of course, Jung Jun's going to be at the top. I love the guy. Except in 1v1s, I reckon he's going to be like a sort of Shigoki style of play. I reckon Shigoki Berserker, but you're going to be, instead of fainting a lot, you're going to be using your
the Sifu stance.
Sifu stance is your soft feints. And then you're going to be hitting, because he does have quick lights. So you're going to be like, you know, throw the heavy out, Sifu stance, come out soft, like, you know, one little light attack, sort of chip them down and try and just sit there and wait for either hyper armor trades or, of course, parrying them and choking them out, like, you know, like you do.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I would kind of disagree, you know. The thing is, I think Tiandi is, I would definitely agree, Tiandi is going to be probably one of the strongest, you know. He's got fast lights. He's got great soft feints. You know, the dodge mechanic he can use. He can soft feint it into a, you know, a dashing forward light. I don't know the name of it. I don't know if you.
Yeah. I don't know the names for half this shit. I'm just using them.
Plus, he has that palm fist. You know, kind of a, you know, a great opener. Not a great opener, but at least it gets you a light attack and, you know, gets you like started up on your mix-ups and stuff like that. So
the free lights are the best.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna be pretty strong. I wouldn't say he's gonna be like top tier or something like that. No, still think Warden is better than him. Conqueror is better than him. Yeah, but he's gonna be up there, I think, you know. He's gonna be at least 80 or something like that, in my opinion. I don't know, but wait,
I agree. Yeah.
It's too early to say, so, you know, I might catch some fucking shit for that, for my statement, you know. But I think it's
fuck them. If you change, the thing is, right? People who say that sort of shit, okay, cool. Fuck it, because later on, if it does change for whatever reason, because like I said, they nerfed the Shaolin, and he was going to be straight to fucking top tier, the best in the game, right? And then they went and nerfed him, so now he's like, you know, it's a bit up in the air where he's going to land. So between now and October, when it launches, anything can happen. So if people want to get on your back for that,
Yeah, and I would place, I don't know, Shaolin, the way he was in the like the way he was in the early access when every other YouTuber was playing it and I didn't, you know, he was pretty strong. Yeah, and if they revert him to that state, I think he's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be the same strength as Tiandi, or maybe even stronger. You know, this way he's a bit weaker than him. I think he's still stronger than Zheng Jun in duels. Zheng Jun would be after Shaolin, and Nuxia would be the last. You know, I'm having such trouble pronouncing that name, man. Nuxia.
Yeah, same, man. It's a bitch of a thing.
I'll call her Nuxia.
So
if you want to hate me, go ahead and hate me, you know. But I'm just gonna call her Nuxia. So yeah, Big JJ, I think he's pretty weak, you know, in duels. I don't know. I hope they're gonna buff him in some regards, you know. But you know, he doesn't really have an opener. That opener is far too telegraphic,
Yeah.
you know. Like, you can see it from a mile coming, and I think he's open.
You have to do it off the you have to do it off the front dodge heavy. So it's like he's like running at you, screaming he's going to hit you, and it's either one of two things: you're waiting for a parry, or he's going to kick you. So there's only two things you can do off that.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, basically that's my opinion on them. I think that's it for now. I mean, we can agree to disagree, but it's not by a mile, you know, that we're both disagreeing. And they're gonna change it. It's a beta, and they're gonna change things up. And you know, I can't wait to see what they're actually gonna be in the game when they're released. You know. So,
yeah, for sure. Like I said, the only reason I'd put Nuxia a little bit higher, Nuxia, whatever, is because of those fast lights. And I know for a fact that console, they struggle with lights. So I reckon she's going to be like worse than PK when it comes to fucking, you know, consoles. But if we're talking PC, then yeah, she drops right down. So, but yeah, we're pretty close there. But it'll be interesting to see what happens once the with Zhang Jung and Shaolin. Those are the main two that I'm looking to see where they end up landing once, one, we get the final balance pass before they release, and two, once everyone gets used to them, where they're going to land once it launches.
All I'm going to say is nerf the minions, please, you know. Like
Oh, those fucking minions, holy shit.
They're so fucking annoying, man. I swear. I fight against people, and I'm more scared about of the minions than I'm actually scared of the people, you know. Like, and I sometimes throw them into the minions, and they're like fucking killing them, you know, like on the ground, stabbing them to death.
I am more scared of the minions than I am of people. I'll fucking run up to some guy. There'll be two guys. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. There's fucking 5 minions. I'm like, I'm out by. Like, those guys hit like a truck. And the thing is that really shits me. And I know there was this thing about before, but like they stop your executions and they stop like just everything. They just like, I'm in the middle of execution. I'm doing this awesome thing. I'm so happy. And then all of a sudden, this minion's like poke in the back. And I'm just like, motherfucker. And I died to them so goddamn much. Holy shit.
The worst thing is dying to them when you're doing an execution and you're like half a bar from dying. And then you're, oh yeah, I'm getting an execution. I'm going to get some HP out of that. And then comes the fucking minion, you know, like stabbing you in the back or in the foot. And you're like, okay, little fucking cunt, you know.
You just fall over and the guy's just walking over your body like it's nothing.
Yeah, god damn it, man. But I understand where they're coming from, you know. Like minions are in the minion are useless, basically, you know. Like
cannon fodder.
Yeah, cannon fodder, exactly. But yeah, okay, well, but somebody just asked, what do you guys think of the feet nerfs they've done? I'm not aware of any feet nerfs. Are you? I mean, I'm not that big into Dominion anyway, so you know, I don't, you know.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen many of the feet nerfs that they've done because I've been like, you know, focusing on doing all this sort of stuff. I'm not sure because I don't know if how much that they changed as well with the Shaolin and that. I know that they slowed down some of his moves and that, but I'm not sure feet wise exactly what they did.
Oh yeah, well, me neither. Well, Super Checks, if you wanna follow up with the question, just let us know, you know, because we're both unaware of that. I'm not a Dominion guy, and yeah, I mostly play duels, you know. Anyways, Miserum. Yeah, or haha, that's gonna be the new topic. What do you think of that, man? Like the voices, they've been catching some hate for that. Let's say, you know, let's put it that way.
Yeah, the voice change was like I get, for anyone who doesn't really know what's going on with the voice change. Basically, what they to summarize it, the devs wanted to add more interactions between players in the game, but like when they talk to each other. So normally whenever you speak now is when you're doing, say, a special move like Raider. When he does his unblockable, he goes ahead and, you know, spins out some Nordic justice when he's talking. And everyone, like, they talk when they do special moves and when you're picking people up, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Basically, what they wanted to do was add more interaction. So if you have a Nabushi, sees a warden, they have some actual dialogue between each other. All of that is perfectly fine. I'm down for all of that. But It's been a couple years since the game came out. They needed to add brand new voices. So they are old actors that did the old voices. Most of them, let's be honest, have moved on by now. They're doing other stuff. Hard to get them back. They hired a bunch of brand new actors, and they quality-wise completely fucking messed it all up, essentially. They're all really bad. There's a couple that, like, even the rate, like the Conqueror, yeah, the Conqueror is the same actor too. That really fucking blew my mind. Same voice actor, sounds a million times worse. And I don't know how they recorded it. It's different to the, like, you know, the original one that they did with the same actor, but I don't know what they did. It just sounds shit. At least in my opinion, especially the Warden. He sounds like a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, Warden sounds like he just fucking hit puberty or something like that. But
it really does.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, that's the only thing that I would, you know, I kind of get used to them, honestly. Like, when I'm playing the game now in Breach or duels against some friends and shit like that, I think. I really don't hate the voices that much, you know. Like, I might be one of the few that doesn't really hate it that much, you know. Except for Warden, like I said, he sounds like he just fucking hit puberty or something. But the others, you know, are fine, man. You know, honestly, Highlander pretty okay. Haven't heard from Raider is kind of the same. Raider stayed the same, right?
Yeah, he's sort of the same. I know the female Raider is the same voice actress, so
I'm
she's
fine with it. I'm
yeah.
fine, you know. So as long as they didn't fucking touch Raider, I'm fine with it, you know.
Yeah. See, my deal is, right. It's not so much as I hate them to the point of rage. I know a lot of people hate them and they're like really, really pissed off about it. And once again, fair enough. You can't. The main thing I hit on is the fact that no one asked for this change. No one sat there and said, "Yeah, we need the voices to change." No one said that they're bad. There's just something that they went ahead and did, and it didn't need to be done. And that's, I think, one of the biggest issues. And it's also, for me, it's the quality of the voices, because even though they're sort of the same, it's still just the recording quality of the voices is worse. And I think that's where a lot of the issue comes from. If the voices quality-wise were exactly the same, I don't think anyone would be having an issue whatsoever. It's mainly the fact that, yeah, they sound worse than what we had before. So you're taking away something that everyone loved that was really good quality, and you're replacing it with something that everyone's sort of not really that into, and it's worse quality. Am I mad about it? Not really. I'm usually listening to fucking music when I'm playing For Honor. I've got a podcast on, or I'm doing, you know, I'm listening to shit. So I'm not hearing the voices. But when I do have the mute sound on, it does. I'm sitting down and hear fucking in the background, Mizanu from one of the fucking 60-year-old wardens. I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck was that? It takes me out for a second.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. How does the Orochi sound? I mean, somebody just said, what about the Orochi's voice?
All the samurais, they sound like they're all ancient. It sounds really cool, like from all those like Japanese movies. They sound really old. And one thing I really find hilarious is all the Wulin voices.
Yeah,
they sound like just white guys trying to do like Asian accents.
Oh yeah, it's the same when Japanese people are trying to, like, in animes and stuff like that, when they're trying to talk in English, you know, it's like,
yeah, exactly,
it's so fucked up, like, you know, like, oh come on,
don't do it. Chinese guy. There's like fucking billions of them walking around the earth. Like, pick a couple of Chinese guys, get them to come in and get them to fucking do the voices.
Yeah,
don't just like pick any guy you can and go, yo, put on your best Asian accent and go for it.
Get Kenny from, you know, that his grandparents are from China, you know, but he's now in America and stuff like that. Get him to do the fucking voices. He's gonna do it better than a fucking American trying to get a Chinese accent across.
You know, it's just whenever I hear them, it's like get up, you can do better. It's just like, come on, man, like get an actual Asian dude.
Master,
it's literally what it sounds like. Oh, the dragon, get up. It's like, come on.
Yeah, Master, it's an honor to fight you.
Yeah. It's like watching one of those bad English dubbed Chinese movies.
Yeah, I know. Fuck me, man. But yeah, catching so much heat for these fucking voices, but I get what they're trying to do, man. But you know, come on.
The premise of what they're trying to do is completely fine, and like I said, it's a change. they actually want to do and what they want to accomplish. The problem is the fact that the quality isn't there, and the way that they've gone about it, they just dropped this on everyone. They're trying to hype it up as this thing, right? Because they were on the previous Warriors Dens and stuff. They're trying to be like, oh yeah, we got brand new voice over lines and stuff, and everyone's like, that's really cool, because once again, we thought it was the same actors doing the same lines. Doing new lines, but it ended up just being this completely different thing on a system that everyone liked and no one asked for, and it just, because they just dropped it on everyone. People got extremely fucking pissed, especially to the point where they're like they're starting petitions because they want to get Roman removed as lead developer. They want to get other people like remove other devs who did like the voice acting and stuff, all them removed. It turned into the biggest clusterfuck I've seen in a while.
I mean, somebody just said they should let me voice PK. I mean, if you could, which one would you do, man?
Yeah, Miss Sophie, she plays fucking PK, man. She could do it pretty good. PK's, I think here's another helmet. They did a thing where they tried to make the voices sound like they're coming from underneath the helmets, so all the voices are muffled. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. It's like they're in this big fucking echoey room or something like that. You know? That's what.
Especially Lawbringer.
Yeah, Lawbringer is like in a fucking hall or something like that.
He sounds like Darth fucking Vader.
That would be actually cool. Have you heard? Have you heard Lawbringer in Japanese?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
It's fucking awesome, man. Like Jay Corella put up a video about it, you know, like about all these voices and Japanese and shit. Japanese sounds fucking awesome. From now on, I'm playing For Honor in Japanese, honestly, man. But it's not surprising because the Japanese guys are very good in voice acting. I mean, just look at the animes they're doing and shit like that. You know, they're pretty fucking good when it comes to that.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, and they also got the
I don't want to hate
voices for him.
Yeah, I don't want to hate on American people, but you know, they're not known for doing very good voice acting, to be honest, you know.
When it comes to the accents, yeah, they're not very. They always are pretty fucked for the accents.
Pretty fucking shit, you know that. But yeah, Japanese guys.
Especially whenever anyone tries to do Australian accents, I fucking hate it. They go straight to fucking the Crocodile Hunter and stuff, and I'm just like, we don't dinky die Aussies. We don't talk like that. Go fuck yourself.
But that's how I imagine.
Kangaroos, mate. Yeah. G'day, mate. Like, no.
Good day, mate. Yeah. That's how I imagine.
Fucking like that.
That's how I imagine every Australian, you know, because
I know the amount of times, like, because I work nightclubs and stuff, right? The amount of times I get Americans and people from like all around the world who rock up, and as soon as they see it's like, oh, g'day, mate. I'm just like, no one talks like that here. Like, you have to go out into the sticks, the middle of the fucking desert in Australia to find people who talk like that.
You're probably saying to him, you know, like, come around the corner, mate. Let me show you something. You know, like there's something interesting around the corner. There's a dark alley here. You know.
Yeah, I'll show you where my kangaroos parked.
I'll show you
my kangaroos parked.
But yeah.
Hey man, kangaroos are vicious, man. They beat the shit out of people. They box like a motherfucker.
Oh really?
Yeah, no shit. One of my cousins got punched by a kangaroo once.
I would love to see that. I would laugh my ass off. You know.
They box, and they also do this thing where they jump into the air and they fucking boot you with their front legs, and they just send you flying. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, but they also got these claws, right? They can like open you up with that shit, right?
Yeah,
they're really dangerous. I mean, people think like, oh, they're fucking cute, but they're actually dangerous. You know, when you encounter them. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some really fucking weird animals, man.
You know, I'm just walking in the game and I like came across 10 minions. And they're fucking scary, man. I just turned around, you know. Like I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight them, you know.
And it's like because they take 2 hits as well, the minions, so you can't even just run to death because as soon as you run up to them, they just fucking turn around and just stab the shit out of you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the voices. People are pretty upset about it. I personally am not, you know. Kind of like the voices, you know. They could have been better. Of course, they could have been better. But yeah. Yeah, to each its own. I mean, yeah, they could have done it better. Let's wrap it up.
They could have done it better, but yeah, it sort of there was the second part of that was then when everyone started, well, not everyone, but a large swath of people started threatening the developers. That was kind of
that was fucked up. What happened there, man? Like I didn't even catch that shit. You know, like people threatening people over the internet is totally fucking retarded. You know.
It's the dumbest thing, but it's also the funniest thing ever because it's like I said, you're threatening people over the internet who you're never going to meet. So it's like, what's the point?
Yeah,
But, like,
exactly.
Yeah, the thing that happened there was basically a whole bunch of people got so fucking mad over the voices changes that they started threatening Roman, basically, like I said, trying to get him removed. They started sending him personal threats, and they started saying, like, I saw some people who would, like, death threats, like, you're a fucking asshole, you're ruining the game, go kill yourself, shit like that, which is really, really fucking stupid. But yeah, and it's got to the point where I haven't seen this level of, like, people threatening the developers since Centurion Season 2 when he came out. That was, a fun time.
That was a fun time.
And then when Shaman came out, that was a fun time. But, like, those are the last 2 times I saw people do this. And the thing was, Centurion, when he first came out, I had a ton of fun with him, but yes, he did break the fucking game. And then you had Shaman. She also I had lots of fun, but she broke the game. And then you had this, which wasn't a game-breaking change. It wasn't a big change in terms of, like, yeah, it's a big change voice-wise, but it's game impact-wise, it doesn't do anything. Like, but you had people just absolutely furious to the point where they're trying to fucking say they're gonna murder people or they're gonna fucking hope he dies, and they're like shit like that to, like, the lead developer over voices. What the fuck?
It's a bit too much. It's a bit too much, man. But
yeah, that's what I talk about, going overboard. Like, holy shit, they didn't go overboard. They fucking launched a nuke at the boat. Like, it made no sense. It was like a tiny issue. They just blew it right the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, people take games sometimes too seriously. It's just a game, man. Like, you don't have to.
Yes.
You don't have to. Come on, I'm not pretending to be an angel, but come on.
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly. It's like I said I did a video on it, and like I said, right? I said, if the devs do something you don't like, you can sit there and be like, Roman's a dick because he did X, Y, and Z, and I don't like that change. That's fine. You can not like someone for doing something. You can say someone's an asshole if they're being an asshole, or you think they're an asshole. That's fine. That's freedom of speech. When you start threatening people, like, there's laws in every single country against that, right? So it's a bad thing. Don't do that. You can say someone's a fucking prick. That's fine. If you start saying that guy should fucking die and we should all kill him, that's not fine. It's not exactly a fine line. It's a massive gap. Don't do this. You can do that. Like, I don't know why it has to go to that level over a game.
Yeah, you can say it as a joke. Go commit, not alive, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
have you seen?
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Do you know that meme?
Which one is it?
Roblox, they're not. You can't say kill yourself or suicide, because it all gets censored and shit. So they say, so they say go commit, not alive, or something like that, But it's funny,
so
man.
Much censorship, man.
If you could voice one of the characters, which one would you like to voice?
If I could voice one of the characters, fuck, like that'd be hard, man, because I got such a thick. But I'd love to do Centurion. I'd love that. Yeah, Centurion, my boy.
Oh, okay. Well, I would love to do Raider. I can even go deeper with my voice, so that's no problem, man. Yeah.
Nice.
I would love to do that, man. Devs, I'm available. I'm even for free,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Like, when I did my deeper Warden impression, people were like, "You should do Warden." I'm just like, "Hey, hit me up, Ubisoft. I'll do it."
I would do it 20,000 times over, man. As long as I can get it right, And people say, like, Dougie, you did a shit thing. Do it again, and I would do it again. And then they say, Dougie, do it again. Do it again. I will do it again. Like, no problem at all.
Just keep going until you get it right.
Yeah.
And plus, it'd be really, really fun to have, like, game. It'd be awesome.
Come again? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it'd be really, really fun to have your voice in the game. So I'd sit there for as long as it needs to be in order to have it, like, there.
Just imagine they asked a couple of YouTubers, would you guys like to voice some of your favorite heroes,
Yeah, exactly. I'd have to get off the blacklist first, but then I'd love to do it.
I'm not even on the blacklist, I would say. You're at least on the blacklist.
Yeah, I'm at least on a list. I'm not on the good list, but I'm on the list.
Yeah, you made it, man. You made it. You're on the list.
I don't know who else is there either, so I might be exclusively on the list. I might be special.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, my man Raider got a rework, or I don't know if it's a rework or is it just a buff. But the thing is, he can get a heavy out of a guard break, and even if you guard break somebody, carry into the wall to a wall splat, knee to the face, and then a heavy from the side, does 55 damage, man. Like,
That's a massive, honestly, that is a massive fucking buff. First of all, Raider should have always been able to get a heavy off a guard break.
Yep.
Everyone should be allowed to do that. That's just a fucking thing that's been in the game since ever. And I've hated it in For Honor that there is no parity for the longest time with shit like that. How some people can get a heavy off a guard break, some can't, some can only get a light. Like that was a mess. But now that Raider can finally get that heavy off a guard break, he's fucking solid, man. Especially because you can carry him into a wall, smash him in the face with your knee, and then hit him with a heavy as well. That's insanely good. And I'm not even like that's. People are going to say, oh, that's overpowered now, da-da-da. That's what everyone else can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Has been doing since forever. So, like, it's a really, really good buff.
It's not going to make him OP, man. Like, let's be honest. It's not going to make him OP. It's going to make him a bit more viable. You know, that's the thing. He's still going to be... You're still going to be able to light spam him out of every move he tries to do, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know.
Honestly,
Orochi's still gonna be a nightmare to play against as a raider, you know. Pulling off a heavy and he's like top light spam, pew, pew, you know. You're gonna be like, what the fuck, man? Why am I even doing this to myself, you know? But yeah,
honestly, right now, what I do with Raider is I would just put in a brand new move for him, give him an opener, like a front kick or something like that. Just give him a kick, something where he can open someone up if someone wants to turtle. And then now that you've already done the heavy, the guard break into the heavy change, like he's in a fucking good place. And then all you need to do from there is maybe just speed up his, his stunning tap cancel. So, you know, you throw a heavy cancel into the stunning tap, maybe speed that up a little bit. So it's like a little bit harder. You actually have to focus on blocking that sort of thing. I reckon he's going to be really good. Like he doesn't need much at this point in order to get into a really good state compared to like the rest of the roster.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing, if this is a rework, then I'm really disappointed. You know,
if it's a rework, nah. If it's a buff, it's a buff. If they try and say this is a rework, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. It's a buff, not a rework.
If they say this is a rework, I'm gonna commit not to live. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, but in my opinion, the rework, I would love to see, you know, hyper armor on the zone attack. Even though people say it might be a bit too overpowered, you know, but you don't know, man. Test it out first, you know. Test it out and see if it's OP. And a light into heavy chain, please, God.
Yeah,
please.
He needs more change. Yeah, because same with him. Like, I reckon even like some of the older characters as well, like especially Shigoki and stuff, when they do a rework, and like I said, I don't see this as a Raider rework. It's definitely not. It's just a buff. And it's also parity with like, you know, making it so he can get stuff other people can get. But when it comes to the actual chains, they need to add more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Everyone else has like a ton of chains, and then you got these guys who have like 2 or 3 chains. It just doesn't make a sense. Just give people more options in terms of that. Give him a way to open people up, and yeah, give Raiders some fucking. I reckon all the freaking what's it called? Raiders like huge. Okay, he has hyper armor, which is supposed to be that you're just trucking through shit. You got Berserker who is half the guy's size, and he has like hyper armor for days. Like give him some hyper armor. Like Warlord has hyper armor. Like fucking, it's fine. Just give him some hyper armor. It's all good. Give him an opener. It's all good. And you know, give him a way to maybe just make it so that stunning tap isn't as easy to dodge / block. And you know, it actually puts people under pressure a little bit. And I reckon he's going to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, exactly my thoughts. I mean, Berserker has hyper armor on every little fucking attack he does, you know.
Yeah, every second attack is hyper armor.
Yeah, 400 millisecond hyper armor attacks. I mean, Jesus Christ, man! Like, what the fuck? You know.
Yep.
I mean, I'm okay with it. It makes the character more interesting. You know, I'm not gonna hate on it. I like the rework of Berserker. Honestly, I think he's fun to play with. I don't play him that much, but I think he's fun. You know, is it a bit too much
Berserker,
with the hyper armor? I don't know, man. You know. But he's solid. He's solid. He's not Conqueror. He's not Conqueror level, you know, with the shield bash spam.
Yeah, Conqueror's a pain in the ass. Like I used him to get to Grandmaster, which was really. But yeah, compared to Conqueror, Berserker's fine. Berserker's just the type of character where if if you let him get going, sort of like the Shaolin, if you let him get going and you don't do anything to stop him or you don't disengage to try and reset the fight once he gets going, you're pretty much fucked. Unless you can get a good parry off. But yeah, Berserker's fine. I don't mind where he is. People seem to hate him a lot with where he is, but I'm scared of Berserkers, but not as much as a Conqueror. I see a Conqueror, I'm just like, oh fuck this, I'm out.
I'm like, I'm just I'm just giving up when I see a fucking Conqueror, man. Like, honestly. Even though I play Raider, man, but the timing on the shield bash is so weird, you know? It's like...
What I do on Conqueror, and I did this to fucking get the Grandmaster, and it was so fucking cheesy, but once again, I want to get there, so I did it, was you would just sit there, okay? You would dash forward, and then you wouldn't throw the bash out. So you dash forward, and they'd either dodge, and you guard break him if they dodge. If they don't, of course, you then do it again, and you hit the, you know, because they think you're going to go for the guard break, you just hit the bash. The mind game there is just so easy to catch people. And here is the best thing ever. You just wait for them to attack, whichever way they attack, dodge at the same time in the same direction they're attacking from, hit the bash, and you get a free light done. Like, there's nothing you can do to stop that. And you just do those two things until they're dead. It's really boring, but it works.
It's a brain dead character now. I mean, I'm gonna get some hate for it, but I'm gonna say he's brain dead, man. You know, like, it's just bash. That's all you fucking need. And I just did an honest guide to Conqueror. It was just a joke, you know. But
bash and light. That's it. Bash light. And if they're an assassin, bash light, and then start that light spam on them, because he does have quick lights as well. So you can just light spam assassins, because the reflex guard is really, really shit at blocking like multiple attacks coming at you from every direction.
Yeah, you know you know what level I am with Conqueror? I'm like level 9, not even rep 1, not even closer. I'm level 9, and I was playing against like rep 50 Kenseis and shit like that, and I was winning with just the bash and the light, you know, and then mixing it up to guard break, you know, and then heavy into bash and shit like that, and I was demolishing them. They would win maybe one round, and I was winning the other rounds. Like, what the fuck, you know?
And now they also fixed the it was unintended where basically now you can he's full block stance, and then you can get the 35 damage fucking heavy off of that. I think it's 35 damage, but they made it was really, really slow because they fixed something else, and it affected that as well. But now they fixed that, so that's sped up now. So now you can basically do that close to on reaction. So you see them attacking before, you had to predict if they were going to attack, go into full block stance before they hit you, hope they don't faint, and then you get a 335 damage off it. But now you can sort of do that close to on reaction, which means that you add that in. So you're doing the bashes, which are really annoying. And then if you predict they're going to throw an attack out, or you see it's a heavy, just do that. And then you get 35 damage. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, some attacks are so safe, you know. Like, let's say Orochi's zone attack. You know, people say Orochi is weak, you know, even on PC. But, you know, I don't see Raiders or Lawbringers in Grandmaster. I see Wardens, I see Conquerors, Valkyries, and you can see even Orochis. I mean, I saw Havoc playing the other day on Twitch, and he was fighting an Orochi. You know, he's a Grandmaster, man.
Orochi, if anyone says Orochi is weak, what the fuck are they smoking? Orochi's insane. He's so good.
He has the safest zone attack, man. Like, you can dish out that shit. Even if you...
lights. He has fast lights like a motherfucker, and he also has the ability to now they've given him essentially, like, you know, a guessing game move with his what is it? His Riptide Strike is insanely quick. I did a video when I did my guide. You can do that on reaction to light attacks and heavy attacks, and you dodge it and hit them with a light, and they can't do anything to stop it. It's like the Conqueror Shield Bash. They can't do anything to stop it. If they throw an attack out, you're landing a light attack on them. Same with the Conqueror. It's crazy.
Yeah, my main issue with him is probably the zone attack. You know, it's way too safe, man. You throw it, and even if you miss, you know, if it gets blocked, you're still safe. You know, you can't get broken after that.
It's also a mind game, because you also got to remember, if you're putting your guard to the side because you know that thing's going to come out, it's really quick, you're leaving yourself open for those double tap lights, which once again are really fucking quick. So you have to choose whether you're guarding top or, you know, to where the zone's coming from, and you got to switch between those, and that lets him just throw out a quick light attack on the side that you're not even worrying about, because you're worried about the top and you're worried about the fucking right side or whatever it is.
And then And then I play Raider, and then I get called, "Oh, you turtle," you know, by Orochi. How the fuck you want me to fucking attack? Are you fucking crazy, man? As soon as
what else are you gonna do?
As soon as I start, and you hear Raider, you know, going out like, and I get like top heavy, you know, get 2 top heavies. Eat top.
Yep.
You're eating 2 top heavies, two top lights, man. You know, as soon as I start throwing shit, it's just insane, man. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? You know, throw attacks so you can actually kill me in 2 seconds? Like, no way, man.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. Like I said, because you have to, same sort of thing with Shigeki. You have to turtle, because all you have is those push brother Goki, man. All you have is that light attack into draining their stamina, and that's pretty much your entire kit, unless you want to trade a few attacks. But like, there's certain characters in the game right now, especially with the current meta and the way that other characters have been reworked and other ones haven't. And of course, we have the brand new characters. Some characters just need to sit there and turtle up for the most part because they got nothing else. If they don't do that, they're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, just like Warlord. I mean, Warlord doesn't have a lot, and I see people hating on the, shield charge. Shield charge is that shield?
Which one?
Charging crush. No, the charging crush. I think that's what it's called on Warlord. I don't know.
one he runs into him.
Yeah,
and
it's an unlock tech. It's an unlock tech, and people are hating on it. I mean, he doesn't have much, man. Like he has two mix-ups from light into heavy and heavy. That's it.
On Warlord, all you do is you once again you do the same thing that you do the same thing you do on Conqueror, where you bait out that you do the 50-50. So you'll dash forward, but you won't throw out the headbutt. You'll wait a split second, and then you'll dash forward again, and you'll see if they're going to dodge or not. And if they dodge, you guard break them, throw them into a wall, or get a free heavy, or you dodge forward and then go into the headbutt because they think you're waiting for them to dodge and stuff. It's a 50-50 mind game thing. You do the same thing on Conqueror. He has that. He has heavies with hyper armor, so he can trade a couple of light attacks. That's about it. He has a zone.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much you can do on him. Once again, him, Shigoki, you got Raider, Lawbringer, they all need a rework, and they all need to be brought up to the meta with everyone else. Because right now, everyone else, for the most part, has openers. They have a whole bunch of options when it comes to attacks they can do. They have a whole bunch of different moves. They have a whole bunch of soft feints. They have a whole bunch of like guessing games and stuff. These other characters right now, they don't really have any of those. They're still stuck in the Stone Age, technically, while everyone else is up in the fucking Bronze Age, and they're getting their asses kicked. It's really hard to play certain characters right now and do competitively well. You can have fun with them, sure, but to actually do properly good and well against, like, say, shamans and centurions and shit, it's way too hard for, like, those characters. So they need to be brought up with everyone else.
Yeah, I agree, man. But yeah, I'm gonna question that. Do you know that Raider has hyper armor? Well, he has hyper armor on the P charge at the end, But
oh, you mean when he's carrying people and then he just fucking slaps into a wall? Yeah,
that's not really what we mean, Meadow. But yeah, what do you guys think of unlock roll?
What the unlocking and rolling away?
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Personally, like I said, it's me. But I'm like the type of guy where I will stand there and I'll 3 guys, even though I know I'm going to die. I'll just see how well I can do. But yeah, that doesn't really faze me that much. If some guy wants to stand there like a dickhead and unroll, lock away, and all that sort of stuff, I'll just stand there and wait for them to fight. And then if they don't, I'll just chase them down. And I kill them. If I don't, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal for me. I know people get really, really angry at it though, and rightfully so for the most part. But yeah, I just don't like any unlock. For me, I like fighting people. It's a fighting game. Walk up to me. We can bow. We can be respectful. And then let's just kick the living shit out of each other. Like, I don't like unlock tech. Yeah,
well, I personally don't have anything against unlock techs, because people use it for different reasons, Like, let's say Highlander. Kick into toss combo. You can't really predict that one, right?
Yeah, no, that's a 50-50. It's a guessing.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. Just like Voidance Vortex nowadays, it's really, really strong, And I get it that sometimes people want to roll away, and I myself do it, Not from Voidance. Voidance is pretty easy to read, in my opinion. Sometimes I get it wrong. Yeah, I don't roll away from that shit. But Highlander, I roll away from the kick toss. Yeah, I do roll away from it quite often because I can't predict it, And when I predict it, it's mostly wrong, I get caught up.
Yeah, exactly.
I get caught and then I get smashed, and that's it. Don't want to risk it. That's it.
Yeah, the Warden one it's not so much a 50-50 anymore. It used to be, but it's not so much anymore. But the Highlands kick still is, because it's either kick into caber toss. There's like, if you don't do the dodge, he's just going to basically kick you. If you do dodge, he can just cancel it at the last second into the caber toss, grab you, you're fucked. So the best way to get away from that is to unlock roll back. There, I have no issue with. When it comes to unlock tech, the only time I ever have an issue is when people do it when it's not necessary. I once versed this dude, and I don't fucking know why, but it was in a Dominion match, and he'd run forward, and then he'd just all of a sudden go for an attack feint and then unlock roll away because he was thinking I was going to do an attack or something, and he just did that constantly, and it was just really annoying to fight, to the point where just walked away because I'm like, all right, I'll go find someone else to fight. I'm not going to stand here while you run around like a dickhead. Like what are you doing? Like if they do it every now and then during a fight, I'm not going to like flip my table and like punch a baby. Like I'm going to be fine with it. It's just if someone does it constantly for no reason, then I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just go find someone else to fight.
Yeah, I mean, I did a video maybe a month ago or something like that, and I was talking about unlock tech and shit like that, And people, I got a lot of shit for it, and people were like, "We don't appreciate you talking about this because unlock tech is not a thing anymore in the game." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! Are you playing ranked? Did you say?"
No, it's still a thing. Yeah, you can still do it. I think
it's not.
I think they mean Flicker. Flicker's gone for the most part. Yeah, they got rid of Flicker, but unlock tech is still a thing, and it will always be a thing for the pure and simple fact that you can unlock.
You can unlock, and you can lock back on, and you can do a zone, or you can lock onto him, do a zone, and then unlock, and stuff like that. So that's still an unlock tech, But I was playing against a Kensei. I can't remember the name, but he was really good, and he did the unlock tag, and I wasn't really getting pissed off. I was a bit frustrated because
it is annoying.
I couldn't do anything about it. But the thing is, I was like mostly in shock because it was so fucking hard to counter. There was no way I could fucking counter that Kensei. He was like unlocking. He was walking slowly away from me, and as soon as I start anything up, he was like top light attacking me. And then I was like, okay, you're gonna use light attacks, okay. And I was like, pretending to go to close the distance, and he was like going for a guard break, and then he would change it up, and then he would go for a zone, and basically I couldn't fucking catch him, and that guy was just unlocking me. So it's not just Warlord that can do it, it's not just Lawbringer that can do it. Basically every character can do it. Some are just better than the others, That's it.
Exactly, yeah. Everyone has some form of it. It's just obviously some are going to be more useful than others, and some is going to be worth it while others, it's not really worth it to do. But like, yeah, it's something that's going to be in the game. It's always going to be in a game. They're not going to get rid of being able to unlock because they can't as part of the core game. Getting rid of like flicker and shit, that was obviously an issue. It was a bug that people are abusing with unlock tech, but that's for the most part gone. I think there's like an issue with Shinobi who can still do it a little bit on some certain thing or some bullshit. I don't know. But yeah, for the most part, it's annoying as fuck to play against. If someone plays using it like all the goddamn time, just walk away, find someone else to fight, or just leave the game and go get another game. Like, it's nothing to get mad over. Like,
I don't think it's an exploit. People say it's an exploit.
No, it's not an exploit. An exploit is you're taking something that is not supposed to be in the game and you're using it. So the flicker bug was an exploit because it was an unintended thing. It's not supposed to be a thing. Unlocking and then reattaching to the person and hitting with a light attack, that's a thing. You can do that. That's fine.
Exactly. My point, man. Exactly.
Yeah, it's not an exploit.
I mean, we had the $10,000 tournament, and not to bash on the guys, they did what they had to do, But the thing is, that was actually abusing some exploits, and they.
Yep. I made a video on that back in the day, and that I ripped into both the players there and the devs for doing that, because that was one of the single dumbest fucking decisions to this date, and I haven't changed on this. That was one of the single dumbest things that they ever could have done to this game, because at the time they just openly showcased, right, to thousands upon thousands of people, one of the worst fucking things in the game. If I was the developers, I would have put a thing to all the players saying, if you use fucking this unlock tech at all during this tournament, I will immediately disconnect you from the game and boot you out, and you'll never be allowed back. They let it happen though, and it turned so many people, because you got to remember, some videos got millions of views. The first impression of For Honor from most people was seeing that, and that was a bad impression.
I would totally disagree on saying it was a player's fault. The fault lies definitely on the developers.
Not the players. No, not the players, because they were going to do anything they can to win.
What I was saying was from
what I was saying from a developer. If I was the developer, I would have said to the players, as a rule for the tournament, you're not allowed to use the tech.
Exactly, like
right?
they They should have set up some rules, you know. You're not allowed
rules,
to...
exactly. Say, listen, this is going to look bad. Don't do this, okay? This is something, it's an exploit. It's a bug in the game. Don't use it on a live tournament that we're broadcasting to thousands of people. It wasn't the players' fault. Like I said, it's the same thing with ranked. People will do anything they can do to win in ranked, rightfully so. It's ranked, it's serious, all that sort of stuff. You now put $10,000 on the line, right? I will fucking do anything in that game, regardless of whether it's a bug, an exploit, anything to win, unless I'm told specifically by the developers not to do it. It was the developers' fault there, and that's why I made a video in the back in the day, raging hardcore about that, because it was bullshit that they let that happen, not that the players did it.
Yep, exactly. I mean, was a clusterfuck, and I didn't like it, you know. But it's not definitely not the players' fault. I blame entirely and solely the developers for it. They should have prepared for it, you know, properly, and they should have said, okay, please don't use any exploits. If you do use them, you're out. You're disqualified, and that's it, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's
they should have known it was going to happen too. You can't go, hey, I'm going to give you 10 grand if you win, and then people aren't going to do anything they can to win. Like, they should have seen it coming a mile away.
Yeah. The fuck, man! I would fight my dog for that money, you know.
Fight your dog for the money. Man, I'll fucking. I can't fight my kangaroo. He'll kick my ass.
My dog is gonna kick my ass too, man. He's a Rottweiler, you know.
Oh yeah, fuck that, man. We got those here. They're insane. Little fucking 90% muscle, man. The little tanks walking around.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, it's just a joke. But the thing is, yeah. Basically, well, somebody just asked, are you guys a 1v1? Are you guys 1v1 players or 1v4 players? Well, I myself am a 1v1 player, so that's why I have difficulties, you know, doing Dominion or Breach, you know, because I'm not used to all of that shit, you know, happening. I'm used to looking at the animations from players, you know, but there's actually like exclamation marks which are telling you which attack is coming first, or if it's an unblockable or not, you know. So I can't get used to that, you know.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, for me, I'm a 4v4 player, but like I used to play 1v1s a shitload, but now I don't so much because I started having more fun with the game, took it less serious when all the shit happened. But yeah, I'm used to ganks now. Like, there was a point where I would get really fucking shitty whenever people would gank, and I hated ganking. But then I just sort of just embraced it. I just walked into the fire, and ever since then I've been completely fine with ganking, and like, you know, I can deal with at least. Effectively, I can deal with like 2 to 3 people. When it gets to 4, and it also depends on the characters, man. Even if there's like a Highlander in there, or there's like someone who has like consistent unblockables, it gets really, really hard to deal with when you're like versing 2 or 3 people. But yeah, I don't mind, you know, 1v3. That's about what I can handle effectively on a consistent basis.
I don't mind trying it, you know, but I'm a sweaty tryhard, you know, but the thing is, most of the time I just fucking fail and I get my ass whooped, and then I'm raging really badly. And you can see it on my stream, and I'm like, and then people type in salt, you know, it's like, yeah, I get salty, man. Like, I get salty. Of course I do. You know, I would love...
They make for really good montages when you do manage to pull off like a really good 1v4 though. I mean, it's good video content.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, when we're talking about it, if you guys have any clutches or anything, you know, when you're fighting 1v3, 1v4, send them to me. Gonna make another top plays of the week, so yeah, a little bit advertisement, you know. Yeah.
Self promo, the best shit.
Yeah, self promo. But yeah, do you guys have any other questions? I mean, Raven, you want to talk about something else, or? Yeah,
it's just pretty much breach mode as well. The actual mode itself is pretty goddamn good.
Oh, I'm enjoying. Yeah, definitely. We didn't even talk about that, right? I mean,
yeah, no, we talked about the characters, but like when it comes to the actual, and there's fucking manions. But when it comes to the actual the mode, yeah, I'm really enjoying the mode. What do you think is better, defenders or attackers? Like, what do you think is easier to do?
Oh, defenders, definitely.
Yeah,
by a mile, man. By a mile, man. Like,
I was getting the same vibe.
I mean, yeah, but I don't mind. You know, it should be like that. And even if you do it like in a competitive play, I can see this. I can see this going the competitive way.
Because, 100%.
Yeah, it's like
very, very well.
How many tickets did you have left at the end? You know, like that sort of thing. You know, it's kind of that's how it's gonna be scored or something. I can see that being a thing. You know. attackers have a difficult time, you know, definitely getting a point, or you know, getting the ram through, and it's much easier for the defenders, you know, because they don't have to watch out for the tickets and stuff like that.
Yep.
But people don't know. People don't know. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you know, people don't actually know how to play this game mode. You know, they're like going and trying to get as many kills and shit like that.
Yeah, well, they're still trying to test out the brand new heroes. So
yeah,
like
I mean, I get it. I do the same shit, you know. But I'm trying to figure out how to do breach the proper way. And you know, the proper way should be, you know, like you're going to get the first archer point, the second archer point, because the archers do quite a bit of damage, and
they clean out the minions good. They do a good job of cleaning them out. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you got archers, it's gonna be much easier for you. So yeah.
Yeah, for me, like there's two really hard parts when it comes to attacking. One is obviously getting the ram up to the goddamn gate to the first point and the second point, because sometimes it goes so slow, and of course you got to clear out those archer points and everything. But another really hard part I've noticed is, and this is once again, it's going to be a hard thing to balance for them, because it's the boss at the end when you're trying to kill the commander. I've noticed, I don't know if you've been the same, but it's been really fucking hard to crack that turtle, because all the players turtle around there, and then like it's really hard to get in there and actually kill the guy, especially because you're trying to fight players. He comes in, swings, and knocks everyone down because he has that like massive arc. But when you finally do manage to get rid of the players, the commander drops like a sack of shit. Like he dies really quick.
He dies. He's not. But he's not difficult. No, he's not difficult.
Nah. But it's getting to him. It's getting him alone in that alleyway, right? That's the hard part. Once you get him alone, it's piss easy. But the problem is getting him there.
You know, I would love for him to be a really fucking badass character, you know, like that does a lot of combos and is so fucking hard to deal with. I would love that, man. Like I
prefer that. I would prefer him being harder, like you said, and have less health than be this sponge that is pretty much like more of an annoyance until you kill the players, and then he just drops like a sack of shit.
Yeah, I would love for him to be like the really badass end boss, like in Dark Souls or something like that, or really hard fucking boss. You know, you have to basically deal with the enemies itself and with the commander. You know, and
yeah.
Get the minions out of the way there. You know, once they get to the commander.
Yeah, the minions are annoying as fuck there. It's so annoying trying to, because the minions themselves, they're fine when you have to deal with them. I get why they're like they are, but like they're annoying as shit to begin with. You then put like those minions in between this boss who's cleaving and knocking you around and just being more of an annoyance than anything, and then you put the players there. It gets really annoying sometimes. Like it's just not like certain parts where it's more frustrating than fun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but yeah, basically that's I would love him to be, you know, more like of a badass. Dark Souls best, best boss. Fuck me, man. Like a Dark Souls best. Yeah, let him be a fish. Like really fucking hard to deal with, and but so far he's pretty easy.
I really liked as well sorry to interrupt you. I really liked the Viking one and the samurai one.
Oh, the Viking one is fucking awesome.
Yeah, the commanders. Yeah, there's the commander, the bosses at the end.
Imagine that
different ones look really cool.
Just imagine if you could play as a commander.
Yeah, that'd be awesome as fuck. Like they look good too.
I was thinking about it. Like, can we get a feat where we play as a commander and just go and smash everything up? You know, like
when I made my initial siege mode video back before they even introduced the siege mode, right? Because I did a few videos on a bunch of shit in the past. Which I like has come true in the game, which makes me very happy. But when I did my initial siege mode, the siege mode that we have now is pretty much exactly like the video that I said, down to the detail, except one of the ideas I had floating around and what some other subscribers of mine said as well, which would be really cool, is they should have had something where the defending team could save up tickets, right? And then at the end, when you breach through the back gate, the person who has the most kills or something gets to actually control the commander. That would be really, really fucking cool. So the commander's a player running around with the rest of the team, smashing shit, and then of course you have to kill the players and the commander to win as the attackers. That would have been really cool.
Or you could have like two commanders, you know, on one side and the other commander on the other side.
So the attackers get one who rocks up at the end, the commander. So a player takes control of each commander on each side, and you just fucking.
So it's like 5v5, so not 4v4, 5v5, and the other one and one is a commander. Of course, everybody's gonna want to play the commander, you know, but it's gonna be like random or something like that. I don't know.
Either do it random or do it on who has the most objective stuff. If you want people to go after objectives, or whatever would be a viable way to do it. I reckon objectives over kills, because then people actually play the game and they don't just run around in a gang squad trying to become the commander. But yeah, I reckon if you do something like that, it'd be a really, really cool addition. They could even make like use that idea and use it as a spin-off mode for the siege mode. So like make it so it's you randomly might get a game of siege or breach where that is in play, that thing. So at the end of the game, all of a sudden the commander from each side gets ported in, someone gets to play it, and it'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look who's showing up, Armor Man. You're late. Man.
He's finally here, my man.
You're like 1 hour 10 minutes late, man. even more than that. But we're not gonna we're not gonna trash talk you. You know, we're gonna do that later on in private. You know, that's what we're gonna. Yeah.
Oh, the what's it called? The Guardians as well.
The Guardians? Oh, yeah. That's what you.
They're really cool. I fucking love the look of them, but holy shit, they need a buff. I've soloed them, so I can just solo them.
They're fucking easy as piss, man.
They're so easy, yeah. It's so like the amount of times I just run in there while everyone's running around the map trying to kill each other. I just go in there, solo one of the Guardians, get the buff for us, and leave. Like they need to make those way harder, and I don't mean just like more health. I mean actually make them AI wise do better shit, and actually like throw out some feints, stuff like that.
Yep, definitely. I mean, these are some fucking great ideas, man. Like fuck me, man. We should somehow contact the devs and tell them about it. I mean, what do you guys?
You're gonna have to do it. Just leave my name out of it, or they won't listen to you.
Well, like I said, I'm not even on the blacklist, man. Like you're at least on the list, you know.
Get on the good list with these ideas, man. Do it.
yeah. But now I think that would be great, man. Like just imagine you could take actual control of the commander, or at least one of these Guardians. What are the Guardians? At least the Guardians.
That would have been a really cool thing if the person who kills the Guardian, who gets the last hit on the Guardian, turns into the Guardian. That would have been freaking amazing.
Like in Battlefield.
And put a timer on it.
Star Wars Battlefield, whatever. Yeah.
That's Battlefront. Yeah.
And
put
if
a
you
timer
die,
on it, so
you die.
Time.
Okay.
Yeah, if you die, it runs out, or if the timer runs out, then it's done. But like, that'd be awesome.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I'm down, man. Like, sign me up right now. Yeah. Like you've seen the Viking one, the King Viking, or the Commander Viking, whatever the fuck. I mean, he looks so fucking awesome.
When I first started playing, right, I thought I only got the Knight Commander like 4 times in a row, and I'm like, those motherfuckers, they left out the other 2, the Samurai and the Viking one. But then I ended up getting them eventually, and they look freaking so good. And also like the Guardians change as well. Like you got the Viking Guardian, that they look really, really nice. I'm glad that they put those in, and they put the time and effort into giving them their own skins and giving them their own sort of like, making them unique from the minions as well, not just, big minions like we have with some of the other ones.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so basically, we can wrap it up now, right? This is
easy,
1 hour and 10 minutes. We've gone.
I'm the type of guy where I'll talk for as long as I can.
I would talk as well, man. Like the first podcast I did, it was like for 3 hours and shit. And
yeah.
That was a season tier list. I mean, we can talk about that another time, and I can invite you again if you want to, but
yeah, man, I'm down.
But the thing is, if they go for too long, people are not going to listen to them. So yeah, let's make it a bit shorter. 1 hour is more than enough.
We're not Joe Rogan yet. Yeah, we're not Joe Rogan yet. We can't do that.
Far away from that. But still, yeah. Raven, I want to thank you for the awesome podcast, man. I knew I was gonna have fun with you, even in private when we were talking, and even on the podcast. Yeah. You were so much fun, man. I love you already, and can't wait to do some more shit with you. And and yeah, thanks for the time. Thanks for taking time and for actually coming by and hanging out with me. and doing
No
this.
problem at all, man. Like I said, I appreciate you inviting me and everything. I love doing shit like this, and I just love making videos with other people. So, nah, really appreciate you inviting me, man. Thanks.
Yeah, it was
I'm
a
down
pleasure,
for it
man.
again. Whenever you want in the future, just hit me up and we'll go again, man. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's dick right off each other. Woo! All right. Yeah, guys, thank you all for stopping by and listening to the stream and watching us. Go check out Raven's channel if you're watching, and make sure to leave a like and sub to him. And I'll see you guys at the next podcast or the next video.
Have a good one, guys. See you soon.